Hi from Kidsopia. Today's story is a bedtime story from Snowhite and the Seven Dwarfs. It was bedtime in the little cottage in the woods. Snowhite kissed each dwarf goodnight and tucked them into bed. Wait, called out Happy before she blew out the candle. Please tell us a story. Very well, said Snow White, smiling. She settled down at the foot of the beds and began. Once upon a time, there lived a happy little princess, or rather, a mostly happy little princess. But for a single person, her stepmother, the queen, grumbled Grumpy with a sneer. Snow White sighed. You see, no matter what the princess did, no matter how hard she worked or how good she tried to be, the queen did everything in her power to make her sad. Poor princess, murmured Bashful. Oh, but don't worry, Snow White assured him. Mostly, the princess was jolly. She found that if she whistled and sang while she worked, her work would fly by and her mood would be sunny. And then there were always her daydreams, for she truly believed that if she wished for something hard enough, it would surely come true. What did Achoo wish for? Asked Sneezy. Well, began Snow White. For one thing, she wished for a charming and dashing prince to find her and whisk her away. And then, one day, a prince did find her. Really? Exclaimed the dwarfs. Yes, Snow White told them. He rode right up to her castle and even scaled the wall to meet her. And oh, was he ever charming? But here is the sad part. The very next day, the queen's huntsman took the princess into the forest and told her to run far away and never return. So did she? Sleepy asked sleepily. Yes, Snow White replied. She ran until she could run no farther. Only then did she realize she was terribly lost and lonely, with no friend in the world and no place to go. Poor princess, whispered Bashful. That's what the princess thought too, Snow White said, for just a minute. But then she discovered she wasn't alone at all. There were chipmunks and squirrels, and deer and rabbits and birds, all sorts of forest creatures there to help her. They took her to the sweetest little cottage you will ever see, and the most faithful friends a princess could ever have. And what happened next? Grumbled Grumpy. Well, they lived happily ever after, of course, Snow White replied. What did you think?